What's going on, people? Welcome to United View. What's happening? Welcome to match day. Man United versus Aston Villa at OT. We are on our way up nice and early. Listen, for you guys in the UK, for anyone making their way to the ground or even not making their way to the ground, just this petrol thing is very, very mad right now. Just drove past another petrol station that's crazy. I filled up yesterday, had to wait. Thought, oh, I don't even really look at the news like that, and then I started seeing that was happening. I was like, what is going on? But we've got petrol, we've got a full tank, we are good to go. So yes, on the game, listen, this is a tight game. I think this is a tight game, and this doesn't actually have anything to do with Wednesday night. It actually has nothing to do with Wednesday night, because realistically it's not like the team that played on Wednesday is playing today and they need to bounce back and the mood in the camp's low because of that. The players that are going to play today didn't play on Wednesday. The reason I say that is because Villa are just a difficult team to beat a lot of the time. They're in transition after Jack Grealish. They're starting to get it. They're starting to get it right. They're starting to get into form. All right, they might be missing a couple of players here and there. I'm not sure if McGinn's going to be fit and Leon Bailey, but still, you know, that's not me predicting that I don't think we'll win the game. It's me saying how difficult I think it will be to win the game. And even with our first 11, as we can clearly see, our performances fluctuate. Last time out against West Ham, when the first team played at their stadium last Premier League game, we saw how difficult it was. We saw how difficult it was to grind out a result. So, yeah, the more I think of it, I think it will be a tough game. I don't normally do my prediction this early, but I'm going to go over 2-1 Man United win. You know, following on from Wednesday, which is disappointing, I still keep saying it was just how good Donny played. I honestly, but the fact that he played 90 minutes in that game obviously means he ain't going to play today. And I'm almost certain it'll be McTominay and Fred again today, because Ollie's going to want to have that energy in there and have that combativeness in there. And have the engine in there. That's what Ollie does, especially against a Villa team that's probably going to try and put us under pressure quite a bit as well. I'm thinking they probably will go to a back five, maybe try and play a low block as well and catch us on the counter attack. Was it Watkins and Ings up front as a 2? They might go 3-5-2 or 5-3-2. So that's what they did against Chelsea, and you know, they played well against Chelsea. We said it, you know, 3-0 didn't tell the whole story. They had many chances against Chelsea, and Mendy pulled off a masterclass, and I don't want to have to see David Hay have to pull off so many saves. So Villa are a team that definitely can hurt us if we're not at it. If we start slowly, what I will say, although it's not in relation to the West Ham game midweek, but it kind of is, because at the end of the day, it's what happens to us in general, no matter what team's playing. If we start slowly, where we're not on it, Villa can go 1-0 up. They can. Hate to be not the bearer of bad news, but I hate to be a little bit, you know, not just, yeah, we're going to have this comfortable 3-0, but this is just honestly how I feel. Villa can go a goal up. You know, it's been happening to us. It shouldn't be a surprise that we think a team can go goal up, then we start playing. And that's the thing that will piss me off if that happens again, because I don't know why we can't start games quickly with the intensity, especially even at home. Like, it takes us a while to get going, and that is annoying. But Ronaldo's back. I think he's probably going to be on the score sheet. Almost certain he's going to be on the score sheet. And I see, and that's a big influence. All the big players are back. Obviously, Bruno's going to be back in there. Pogba should be back in there. What do I think he'll do? I think the team will be this. Obviously, the normal back five. De Gea comes back in. Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Varane, Shaw, and then in midfield, McTominay, Fred, Bruno. That's what that's going to be. Mason on the right. Ronaldo up front. And the left-hand side will probably be Paul Pogba. I think Jadon Sancho probably doesn't start today. I think when Mason come on midweek against West Ham, he looked really sharp, looked ready to impact the game. He just gave everyone a lift. It's almost like that little level of expectation has been put on Mason now, because he's established in the first team and we know what he can do. Conversely though, against West Ham, he was very, very quiet and got taken off when Lingard and Sancho come on. And I actually agree he wasn't having a good game. So I think he'll be chomping at the bit to go again. It'll just be interesting to see what Ollie does with Jadon Sancho. I think he'll bench him, because in this game, I think Pogba has to play on the left. Well, I say he has to. Can Pogba play in the middle against Aston Villa? Of course he can. Against one of the runners, up with one of the runners of McTominay or Fred. I wouldn't mind Pogba playing with McTominay today in there, or Pogba, maybe not Pogba and Fred, Pogba and McTominay. I wouldn't mind for this game, because I know Ollie's going to want to play one of them who can run around. But you know, unless Ollie puts Pogba in the middle with McTominay, which frees up the left-hand side for Sancho, I don't see Sancho starting today, and I don't see Ollie reverting back to anything other than McTominay and Fred for this game, where Villa are going to, you know, put us under pressure. But you know, having said that, guys, if they're playing, if Villa are going to play a 5 at the back, which I think there's a high chance they do. Axel Tuanzebe can't play, so it'll be about Corny Horse, Konsa, and Mings maybe as your 3 fullbacks, centre halves. Then Cash and Target wing backs. I'm assuming they're going to go with that. If they don't, we'll see. And then whatever 3 they have in midfield, I think McGinn will probably injured. Louise probably centre mid, and then I have to see what's his name, Nakambu. I can't remember his name, but they got that new centre midfielder, and then Watkins and Ings up front on the counter. That can hurt you if Leon Bailey is not playing or Traore is not playing. Then they might not go for the width, and they might try and camp in. And if they do try and camp in, then it's like what Ollie's talking about himself, saying about the low block and stuff like that, about how, you know, we're struggling and or we sometimes find it difficult against the low block. Well, if you know that, then don't go with McTominay and Fred today against the low block. If you're anticipating Aston Villa playing a back 5, put Paul Pogba in the middle and let him get on the ball. Put him in there with Adoni, 2 players who can keep ball, you know. But there's no chance of that happening. He's not going to do that. Like I said, I think he goes McTominay and Fred. I'll be pleasantly surprised if he goes Pogba and McTominay, or Pogba Matic, or whatever. And again, I keep saying that, you guys know my thoughts on Matic. I want him to play more often as well. And again, the fact that he played midweek and played 90 minutes means he's clearly not going to play today. That game was only 48 hours ago. So any of them players who played centre mid, well, Donny and Matic obviously is certainly not playing today. Even if they only played 15 minutes against West Ham, Donny definitely wouldn't play anyway. But yeah, tactically, it'd be interesting to see what Ollie does with Solskjaer, what Ollie does with Solskjaer, what Ollie does with Sancho. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Ollie does with himself. Early start, man, allow me. Come on, trucks, man. Just give you like a little driving lesson, you know what I mean? 10-2. Should really be doing that. Just, yeah, car up my arse, getting a bit impatient. Mirror signal maneuver. Why am I doing this? Why? You know when you just look up the motorway thing, don't let me see traffic. I don't know why I've just done that. I'll just get sidetracked easily. So yeah, interesting to see what Ollie's going to do with Sancho. I said, Greenwood will probably start. Maguire, Varane, they should be solid again. Maguire needs to pick up, to be fair. He does need to pick up after that result against his performance against West Ham. I want to see him back on it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going with a 2-1 win. Ronaldo is back. I think he will score. And yeah, I will see you guys at the fan views. After that, we've got KG on the watch along as well. Owen, we're doing the match reaction. See you guys then. Smash a like on the video, subscribe if you are new. Peace, let's go.